Okay, roll it. Jai Nepal.
Coach, tough loss. You were on a run of 4 games, but that has ended now, and the journey has ended. Let's reflect on today's game. The first innings, the power play. What do you think? What went wrong with the approach?
I mean, again, when the game ends, it's not easy to just sum up everything rationally. But at the same time, one thing which I would say is that this has been a difficult year. I'm sure all the teams will say that difficult year for people who win the toss to actually judge the pitch really correctly. I felt that 140 was definitely 130, 140 was definitely a par or probably also a winning score, and that is what we had trained for specifically. But the power play, the way it unpanned for us today, we missed out. We missed out on two things. One, I think that a couple of good balls, very good balls from the opponents. At the same time, also the awareness of when to absorb and how to make sure that build that small little partnership first, so that you don't lose wickets back to back. Yes, we were put on the back foot with losing 4 wickets in power play, but I thought Beam and Simpson showed a lot of good positive approach and a good body language to bring us back in the game. Just around that 9th over when we lost Beam, I thought we were pretty much in the game again. If that partnership would have pulled off a little more for us, we could have posted a good score. I mean, even then, all of them who went in, I think we put up a fighting score, at the same time a good fighting approach and attitude that we always talk about, not to give up. That has been the story of Kathmandu Gorkhas for this year. Essential to just keep moving forward.
But if you look the numbers, you only had 2 fours and 7 sixes today, and the way you batted some of the lower order batters, they could have stayed and played the full overs, but the intent looked different than what the match asked for.
I mean, I think at the moment the very positive reflection for me is Santosh Yadav. I think one of the finds for not just Kathmandu Gorkhas, but I would go ahead and say is the find for Nepal's national side. He'll definitely knock the door and get into that team and do a wonderful job for the country, and that is one of the servings that we all need to look for, because just the way he's approaching every game, the kind of what do I say the right word for that? He absorbs pressure very well, and he's very brave. He's able to read the game well, and he's played some wonderful strokes. Even today, we played some courageous strokes to keep us in the game. Also with the ball, he picked up 1 or 2 wickets. I don't know how many he picked up, but his body language overall is very impressive. I'm impressed with Santosh.
Your journey has ended today, so if you reflect back on the season, how do you sum your season up with Kathmandu Gorkhas?
Yeah, like I said, we prepared this year for ensuring that the skills that we bring into this team, and I pretty much was aware of what TU ground brings us, and the message was very clear: spin to win, bring out power scores 140, 150, and we missed out. That is the thing, and on that particular day when you miss out, the reflection is also that were we able to hold on to nerves? A couple of days gap, again not using it as an excuse, but reflection. When a couple of days gap come, and then what the mind is thinking and what the mind is talking to themselves individually. We had a couple of good training sessions. I thought everyone put in real good effort, but on that particular day when the game starts, how much you're present, holding on to nerves and being hungry out there, desire to build your own individual story along with the team story. That's where we missed out, I think.
Losing Erasmus, I think that hampered a lot on your batting balance, and we saw that today as well. You have to change number 3 quite often as well. So how do you see that as a loss, losing Erasmus at the middle of the season?
I mean, again, Erasmus did a wonderful job in that last game when he switched that partnership with Simpo. But again, all the players were picked for the right reasons. We knew Erasmus was going to go to ILT20. At the same time, we knew what Sunny can bring in. And at the same time, Sunny had some good memories from the past. I think he started off well today, hitting that 6. His strength is to actually take down spinners. Unfortunate to get a good ball from Trumpleman and was sent back to the dressing room. But on any other day, you never know. But it's like walking into the unknowns. But yes, we definitely missed Erasmus, because he's not just a player or a batter, but he's also a leader who's gelled up very well in this Kathmandu Gorkhas franchise.
Talking about leader, how do you see Casey's performance with the ball, with the bat at some times as well, and as a leader, how do you find working with him again?
Who are you talking about?
Current Casey.
I think he stepped up beautifully. Look at what he's bringing in with new ball. Most of the times he has picked up wicket in his first over. Last game when we were defending 160 odd against Pokhara, he came back and he bowled fantastic 2 overs. They needed 6 wickets in hand or 5 wickets in hand. They needed 9 and over, and he bowled brilliant 2 overs. I think KC has stepped up with his death overs, and I think he is ready for the World Cup.
So, summing up overall, so you have played all the teams, you know the players in and out. With 3 teams to go, who do you think will be lifting the trophy at the end of the season?
Difficult to say. Everyone has done some errors as well, frankly. I would say Sudhir Pachim were really pushed to the corners by us in that first game, opening game against them. We should have beaten them hands down, which didn't happen on that day. But every team is vulnerable on that particular day, so it will come down to skills. Who is presenting the skills and executing those skills under pressure? Partnerships will make huge difference to every team. I'm not putting any one name, but at the same time, I thought Lumbini Lions have come from behind. They are also on a winning streak right now. Probably they've now won 4 games in a row, so that also builds confidence.
Lastly, so Nepal is going to play the World Cup and all the games are in Mumbai. You know Nepali cricket more better than anyone else. So how do you see this NPL serving platform as feeding the players to the national team, and how the players have stepped up?
I wouldn't connect that to the World Cup and Wankhede because the pitches are going to be very different. That's what I believe. Wankhede is a high scoring pitch, 200 average scores over there in T20s. But NPL as a product, obviously it's bringing out 2 years in a row now, it's bringing out new faces. Sher Malla has stepped up with new ball. You can see very clearly that the kind of mixed bag of tricks is bringing in. Quite a few players from different teams have stepped up. I thought Jora handled pressure well today. It looked like the game was a little tight at that point, but he handled pressure well. Overall, NPL will keep producing players is what I feel. Obviously, we played under lights this year, which is another step forward. This product will keep on getting bigger every season, every year. It is very important. It is very important that the governance stays united. It's very important that Nepal fans keep supporting this dream. It is very important that they look at the vision. Vision always serves purpose, and this is a big vision in associate cricket where the story is getting bigger. This is one of its kind of league which will serve a lot, not just a Nepal team but also the other associate cricketers who are coming here and getting opportunities to play with all the players and enjoy the franchise environment.
Reading in hindsight, we could have picked number 3 batting position because I think Kathmandu